You say you want connection, but when someone gets close, you pull back. When someone shows interest, you become distant. When someone cares deeply, you start noticing flaws, and sometimes you disappear. Not because you don't care, but because closeness feels dangerous. Here's what's happening beneath the surface. Your brain associates intimacy with risk. If you've ever been betrayed, rejected, criticized, or emotionally abandoned, your nervous system remembers, and it builds protection. That protection can look like being overly independent, avoiding vulnerability, needing space suddenly, losing interest when things get serious. You tell yourself, I just like being alone. Maybe that's partly true, but sometimes independence is armor. Psychology calls this avoidant attachment. When closeness triggers anxiety, your brain reduces it by creating distance. Distance feels safe, because if you don't rely on anyone, no one can disappoint you. But here's the cost. You also block the connection you secretly want. There's another layer. Control. When you keep people at arm's length, you control the emotional outcome. If they leave, it's because you left first. If things end, it's on your terms. That feels powerful, but it's protection disguised as strength. And the hardest part? Most of this happens automatically. You don't wake up and decide, today I will sabotage closeness. Your nervous system does it quietly. It scans for threat. It looks for signs. They might hurt me. They might leave. They might see the real me and not like it. So it shuts down warmth before warmth can hurt you. The tragedy is this: the very strategy that kept you safe before might be keeping you alone now. And pushing people away doesn't mean you're cold. It often means you learned that love wasn't stable. But here's something hopeful. Patterns are learned, and learned patterns can be unlearned. Awareness is the first interruption. When you notice yourself pulling away, pause. Ask, am I losing interest or am I losing safety? There's a difference. Real incompatibility feels calm, fear feels urgent. Closeness doesn't have to mean losing yourself. It means learning to feel safe while being seen. And that takes practice. If this hit deeper than expected, stay here. This channel breaks down the psychology behind behaviors we don't always understand about ourselves.